نحمد على سله الكريم أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to my channel, Let's Ponder with Dr. Suhail Anwar. I was wondering that if I could discuss with you that do we know how many people actually pray regularly, and how many people do actually pray regularly in the mosque? I was going through some literature, and I was going through some figures as well, and that was mainly from India. And I was really astonished. Later, I became very depressed and sad that the number of people who actually prays regularly are so low that I felt very embarrassed as a Muslim. Um, if you like this video, I would request you that if you could subscribe this and press the like button. Thank you. Before diving into the deeper into the figures of these number of percentage of the people who do not pray, I would like to take you back to the era of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the time of their Sahaba, the time of the Tabi'een, and especially the time of the Khulafa Rashideen as well. Those were the days when the people used to pray so much that they were actually almost 100% of people used to pray not only regularly, but they used to pray in congregation, in jama'at. They were very well-knitted community, and they used to pray in the jama'at. It was completely unheard of that the people who is a Muslim but does not pray in the masjid or does not pray regularly. So much so that if a person is not praying in the masjid for no reason, the first thing they used to think at that time is that maybe possible this particular person is a munafiq. Maybe possible this person is actually a hypocrite. Very strong, isn't it? One can think of that. Why are they not thinking that this particular person could be ill, or he must be going through a sort of calamity which has caused, or he must be in a sort of financial debt, and that is the reason why he is very depressed and is not coming to the mosque for the prayers. The reason why they never used to think in this way, and they used to jump to the conclusion that this person could be a hypocrite, because everybody used to come for the prayers in the masjid, in the congregation, as a community, so much that everybody used to know each other very well, and if anything happens in the community, they used to know that that particular person is having a problem with his physical illness, or he has got problem with the debts, or anything like that. So they would actually know exactly. That's how well knitted the community was, and that was actually because of praying in congregation. I've talked about this, the blessings and the rewards of praying in congregation. I've made one video of that, and inshallah it will be released soon, which gives the importance not only the religious point of view, but also the worldly point of view as well, the importance of praying in congregation. And that's why Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that whoever prays in congregation, in jama'at, he'll be getting 27 times more sawab, inshallah. So, if I fast forward from that era to nowadays, we will be surprised, we are surprised to actually see that quite a number of people actually in our daily life, we see the people who don't pray. There are quite a number of people, there is a strata of social strata of these Muslims people who actually feel it's very cool not to pray. Because these are the people who actually think that the people who pray or the people who go to the mosque 5 times a day are actually quite less educated or uneducated people or socially backward. Very sad, but unfortunately, this is what it is, unfortunately. What has happened over the span of 1400 years from people who have been reading Namaz and praying almost 100% and down to such a low percent? I'll tell you what percentage are. I was astonished and I was really depressed later that it is approximately 10%, only 10% of the Muslims who actually pray regularly, and the percentage of are less, even less, for those people who actually pray regularly in the mosque, with Jamaat or congregation. So the percentage is even less than 10%. What about the rest of the 90% of the people? What are they doing? Why they don't pray? It was so, depressing actually. What has happened to the Muslim Ummah that they're not praying? I was going through some figures especially in India, because I was going through the points in India, that the total Muslim population in India is about 200 million. This is approximately similar to Pakistan total population. In the 200 million population, the total masajid are about 600,000. Total ulama in India, there are about 400,000. 400,000 total ulama. This I'm talking about those ulama who have got the certificate, ijaza, that they have become alim. It'll be more than that actually if you see the people who are religious, who looks like a pious people or alim, but they don't have the certificate. So there could be more than 400,000, way above more than 400,000. Madrasas, there are approximately 350,000 madrasas in India. Now, 300,000 madrasas are churning out the number of ulama and the number of people who should be praying, who should be preaching to the rest of the Muslim population and to the non-Muslim populations as well. But yet, it's only 10% or less than 10% of people who actually go to the mosque and pray 5 times regularly. It could be about 6 or 7% actually. What has gone wrong? Why this has happened? From the era of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, from the time of Khulafa Rashideen and the Tabi'een, when there were 100% of the people used to pray, and now 1400 years later, the number has gone pathetically low. Something has gone wrong. Something has really badly gone wrong. I'm acutely aware that the videos which are more than about 5 to 8 minutes they get a bit boring actually. So that's the reason why what I've done, that I'm going to make another video to ponder on the reason why we have got this decline of people who are not interested in the religion, who are not interested in praying, who are not interested in even talking about the religion. So in the next video, inshallah, I'll be discussing on that. So we will inshallah discuss on these things. If you like the video, please subscribe and click the bell icon. I'll be very thankful for that. Thank you for now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.